You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills, About That Business. Talent management. Now, what is talent management? My previous podcast, I talked about sports-related businesses. Now, if you look at the pro sports industry, $1 billion, it could be $1 trillion industry for all I know. You have all these players. Most of them have agents. Who can negotiate great contracts for them. Some agents actually manage the finances of the people they represent. And that was actually something I thought about for a minute. I actually knew a guy. He was going to a law school, and he was an interesting cat. And because he was from an upper middle class background, and he actually wanted to be a sports agent. So I actually looked into it for a minute. It's a tough business, but anybody can really represent you. It's not really, you don't have to be an attorney or something to represent someone. Helps, but anybody can be an agent. Basically, all you're doing as an agent is speaking for someone. Now, I call this joint talent management because it's bigger than just being a sports agent. If you look at something like when I was I'm an author. That's still my main thing. Yeah, y'all hear me talking on all this about different subjects, but my main thing is writing books. And I remember someone was talking to me, say, "Hey, do you want to get an agent?" And I was like, "No, I publish my own stuff." But you still have a few companies that still publish people, and they still only deal with someone through a literary agent. And or it could be you could be managing a poet or a singer, a band, a DJ, something. Now, talent management is not so much about your talent, but it's about your skill to get that person gigs. Because one thing with either the sports agents or sports athletes or a talented person, a writer, a singer, a band, an artist. A lot of times, especially any type of talent, a lot of times people just want to focus on their talent. It's a different energy to maybe create a work of art or something like that, and then have to negotiate with somebody to actually sell it. It's a different type of energy, or to get it in a gallery, get a show going, something like that. Many people have that talent. Many people have the talent to negotiate the deals, to deal with the legalities, or really just to talk to someone. I know I have several pieces in my place of this artist, and he was an interesting person. I actually finally got to meet him, but at first, I actually bought the stuff from his wife and his children. And according to her, he didn't like talking to people. He was just a real quiet guy. He didn't even want to be there, So she was basically doing this talking for him. That's basically what a talent manager does. They representing the person. It's like an attorney representing a client. They represent them. You have some people who have that talent. They can interact with people. They have the social skills. Because like I said, with artists, any type of artist, it could be a writer, singer, any type of creative person, a lot of times they just want to focus on the creativity. It takes a different energy. As someone who's really been on both sides of it, it does take a different energy. I haven't written a work of fiction in a few years now. I haven't put out some in a few years because I've been in mostly business mode. It's a tough energy to be creative, but then you got to think about, okay, how I'm going to sell this. Because business requires a different set of skills. See, creativity, one thing about creating a song, producing a song, rapping, or, poetry, could be poetry, whatever, writing a book. Yeah, you can do that, but then when it says to sell it, it's tough. Now, there's been a few people who are able to do it, but they can't really do it. Enter the agent. Enter the salesperson. Enter the talent manager. The talent manager say, "Hey, okay, you go do that. I'll take care of all this business stuff. I'll take care of all this business stuff, just for a small fee, a small percentage. A lot of people good with that. Now, if you want to get into any type of talent management, you could do it as an individual. Or you could do it as an agency. That's basically what modeling agencies are. You know, they're talent agencies, or they might say, okay, we'll negotiate for you to deal with this particular company so they can shoot your likeness for their campaign. Or they'll say, we'll get you the jobs here and there. All you have to do is show up and look good, and or whatever. You can do it as an individual. You might have a few clients, but then as you expand it to a business, establish a reputation for treating your clients well and having something. Now, one thing as a talent manager, whether you're a sports agent, whether you're a manager for a singer, one of the things that it's not just a business thing. Sometimes you got to babysit them. Because really that's you got to make sure that they're in a position where they're not going to get in trouble, because they still got to make money. And that's really your money too. You might have to say, okay, I can't have you drinking. I need you to do this. I need you to stay on this diet or something. Something. So it's a lot to it. It's not simple. It's not, let's just be clear. It's not something like, oh yeah, this person's talented, you just riding along with it. Nah. It is some work. But some people have the aptitude for that work. You might have the aptitude for that work. You might have the aptitude. So, and the main thing is, if you're going to do it, don't be ethical. Because there's stories about talent agents or sports agents, whoever, robbing their clients. Or if they get a client not bright enough to look at their own stuff, you can tell them, oh yeah, well, this is my percentage, and the person might just go with it as long as they get enough to live on, and then they look up and then they're broke and the talent manager somewhere else. That's one area when you're dealing with other people's stuff, has some ethics. And, you might have a calling. Some people, everybody isn't meant to be the star. Somebody's meant, you got some people, they can manage the star. You got some people need to be the assistant to the star. There's nothing wrong with that. In general business, just in life, people would do better just to recognize what they're good at and go for it. And it can be lucrative. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Let's go make that money.